Intro to Adobe Photoshop. Lesson 8, Filters Part 2, Blur.
Welcome to Intro to Adobe Photoshop. I'm Erika.
I'm Monica.
I'm Mariana.
And I'm Kaitlyn.
Okay, so we're going to start by opening up Example Man. Somewhere around here. Yeah. There he is. So we're going to open that up. The tabs we will be using today is Filter and then Blur.
So the first thing you're going to click on is the average, and when you click on it, you see that it blurs so much that Stickman or Example Man has vanished.
So now we're going to click on the blur, and it's going to give it a slight blur.
So next what you're going to do is go to Blur More, and as you see, it just blurs the picture more than Blur.
The next one we're going to click on is Box Blur, which brings up a box to where you can see more of what you're going to be blurring, and you can move it around to see what you want to blur. And you can also change the level of pixels or amount of pixels that you want to have blurred out.
Next we're going to select Gaussian Blur, which you can see you can choose how blurry you want the picture to be. I like this tool for the blur.
So now we are going to use the lens blur, and it is a tool that lets you get the precise level of blurriness you want on your picture.
Next is the motion blur tool, and as you can see here, we can just adjust the distance and it blurs the image. It blurs the image like it is moving.
The next one is Radial Blur, and it makes a blur in a circular shape.
Then we go to the shape blur tool, which is pretty self-explanatory. You just select the shape that you would like your pictures to blur into.
So now we're doing the smart blur, and what you do in it is customize your own blur, and it is not as intense as the other blurs.
Next we will select surface blur, and as you can see, if we adjust the sliders here, it just is the blur, and it makes the blur more distinct and colorful.
Thank you for watching Intro to Adobe Photoshop Blur Filter Tools, and be sure to check out our other videos on our digital dojo.